TOS-1, Russian, Tesla Ognometna Sistema, TOS-1, heavy flamethrower system, is a Soviet 220mm 30-barrel, original system, Object 634 or TOS-1M, or 24-barrel, Object 634B or TOS-1A, multiple rocket launcher and thermobaric weapon mounted on AT-72 tank chassis. TOS-1 was designed to attack enemy fortified positions and lightly armored vehicles and transports, in open terrain in particular. First combat tests took place in 1988 and 1989 in the Panjshir Valley during the Soviet-Afghan War. The TOS-1 was shown for the first time in public in 1999 in Omsk. TOS-1 is not assigned to the artillery units of the Russian armed forces but is found in Russian NBC protection troops, Russian, Voyska Radiationoj, Chimicheskij I Biologicheskij Zasati, Voyska Rachbi Zasati. That is why it does not have a Grau index but rather an RKHBZ index, MO.1.01.00. Development. The idea of a heavy short-range MLRS to launch rockets equipped with incendiary and thermobaric warheads arose in the late 1970s. The combat system consisting of the combat vehicle, rockets, and loading vehicle was developed in early 1980s at KBTM in Omsk and was named TOS-1, remaining a secret development for a long time. The TOS-1 Buratino is intended to engage military personnel, equipment, and buildings, including fortified constructions. The nickname, Buratino, originates with the name of the hero of a Russian retelling of the Pinocchio tale, by Alexei Tolstoy, given the perception of the big nose of the launcher. The combat vehicle acts within the combat order of infantry and tanks. The large mass of the launcher and the need for a high level of protection, due to the relatively short range of 3,500 meters, 11,500 feet, helped determine the use of the chassis of the T-72 main battle tank. The TZM reloading vehicle was built on the chassis of a KRAZ 255B cross-country truck and equipped with a crane for loading, unloading of the launcher. Production of KRAZ 255B has officially stopped in 1994. Therefore TZMT for later Soltsepiok was created based on the chassis of AT-72 variation T-72A. In 2003, the improved TOS-1A system Solnsepiok entered service with a range extended to 6 kilometers and a better ballistic computer. In March 2020, Russia introduced a new rocket for the TOS-1A with a range of 10 kilometers, achieved in part by weight and size reductions of a new fuel-air explosive mixture in the warhead, while also increasing its power. Minimum range is extended from 400 meters to 1.6 kilometers, so the shorter range M0.1.01.04M rocket will be retained for close combat environments. In 2018, Russian NBC protection troops received 30 TOS-1A Solnsepiok, Sunburn, 220mm multiple rocket launchers. Saudi Arabian military industries signed a memorandum of understanding with Rosoboronexport for the local production of the TOS-1A. The new TOS-2 system was first used during the Kavkaz 2020 drills in September 2020. It is based on an Ural all-terrain vehicle. It is also equipped with a more powerful TBSM-3 rocket and its own crane, and it has an increased range. It is protected from precision weapons. Combat history. TOS-1s were first used in combat in Afghanistan's Panjshir Valley by the Soviet Union during the Soviet-Afghan War. Later, they were used during the Second Chechen War. TOS-1s were first used in combat in Iraq by the Iraqi army in the recapture of Jerf al-Sakar on October 24, 2014 from ISIL forces. The Iraqi army launched at least 3 TOS-1 rockets on the 18th of June 2017 during the first day of an offensive to recapture the old city of Mosul, Iraq, from the Islamic State, targeting school buildings held by Islamic State forces and known to be devoid of civilians. The OSCE reported in September 2015 that the TOS-1 was sighted in a rebel training area in eastern Ukraine. The TOS-1 was used in Syria on October 10, 2015 by Syrian army forces against rebel forces in Hama. In 2016 it was used against rebel forces in the Latakia Mountains. It was used again by the Syrian army in April 2017 in the area of Palmyra, and later in the same month to destroy an ISIS camp. In November 2018, the system was deployed by the SA against ISIS in Al-Safa region. Azerbaijan used the TOS-1A against the Nagorno-Karabakh Defense Army on the 4th of April 2016 and the 28th of September 2020. It took part in the large-scale Russian-Belarusian exercise Zapad in September 2021. At least one TOS-1A Solnsepyak was spotted crossing the Ukrainian border checkpoint with a larger armored column as part of the Russian invasion of Ukraine in 2022. System description: the TOS-1A Solnsepyak, Russian, Solnshpik, Blazing Sun, system consists of the following items: the combat vehicle, BM-1, Russian, Bova Messina, Object 634B, based on a modified T-72A chassis and fitted with a rotating launch system for 24 unguided thermobaric rockets. All rockets can be launched within 6 to 12 seconds. The launch vehicle is equipped with a fire control system with a ballistic computer, aiming sight and 1D14 laser rangefinder. The other standard equipment consists of a TKN-3A sight for the commander, a GPK-59 navigation system, an R16350U radio station, an R174 intercom and a 902G smoke grenade launcher with 4 barrels. The 3-man crew is armed with 1 AKS-74, 1 RPKS-74, 3 RPG-26s, and 10 F1 hand grenades. The BM-1 is fitted with the same equipment as the T-72 tank, NBC protection, firefighting, observation etc. 2 TZMT, Russian, Transportno Zarazausa Messina, Object 563, resupply vehicles, fitted with a 10 kN crane. Each vehicle carries 2x12 spare rockets and 400 liters of fuel for the BM-1 and has a combat weight of 39 t, 86,000 pounds. The TZMT has a crew of 3, armed with 2 AKS-74s, 1 RPKS-74, 5 RPG-26s, and 10 F1 hand grenades. A set of rockets NURS, Russian, Nupravlimai Reaktive Snarad, Mo.1.01.04 and Mo.1.01.04m. These are 3.3 meters, 10 feet 10 in, and 3.7 meters, 12 feet 2 in, long and weigh 173 kilograms, 381 pounds, and 217 kilograms, 478 pounds, respectively. The original rocket for the TOS-1A had a range of only 2,700 meters, 8,900 feet, but the improved version extends the range to 6,000 meters, 20,000 feet. Some sources say its range is 12 kilometers. The system was modernized in 2016. Modernized systems with active protection, new engine and launchers and other improvements were delivered in early 2018. Operators: current operators Algeria 52, Azerbaijan 36, Armenia, part of Russian-Armenian arms deal, Iraq 12, Kazakhstan 3, Russia approximately 45 plus TOS-1A and a number of TOS-2, Saudi Arabia, used by the Royal Saudi Land Forces. A license to produce TOS-1A was granted to Saudi Arabia in 2017. Syria 8 plus former operators Soviet Union, passed on to Russia. Gallery TOS-2 at NPO Splav. Work is underway to manufacture a prototype of a new generation of the system for preliminary tests. The system with improved tactical and technical characteristics will be made on a wheeled chassis. It is planned to complete state tests by the end of 2021, after which a decision will be made on putting it into service. References: external links, video of the TOS-1 in action, in Russian, Global Security Profile FAS Profile TOS-1A article on Military Today, TOS-1 article on Military Today, detailed article on Arbase, in Russian, V. Kuzmin's photoblog about the 2010 Victory Parade in Moscow, in Russian, Russia's TOS-1. Moscow's most powerful weapon of war, that isn't nuclear, national interest.